Blog Talk Radio.
Sometimes I wanna light up underneath the no smoking sign. Sometimes I wish they'd tell me how justice got so blind. I wish they'd just leave me alone, 'cause I'm doing alright. You can take your change on down the road and leave me here with mine. 'Cause that ain't my America, that ain't this country's roots. You wanna slam old Uncle Sam, but I ain't letting you. I'm mad as hell and you know I still bleed red, white, and blue. They ain't us, that ain't my America. That ain't my America. Yeah, I was standing there in Dallas, waiting on a plane.
And welcome to the Tech Lunch Roundtable. Even though it's 9 o'clock in the morning, as you can see, we have changed our time to earlier in the day. Get
Yes.
you started. I think we're still called the Tech Lunch Roundtable.
It's lunch somewhere.
It is lunch somewhere, as the song goes. I am Jason,
I'm Mish.
and we are the Stone Mountain Consultants of Tech Lunch Roundtable. And on this show, this is where we discuss technology-related news topics.
Mm-hmm.
Take your calls, emails, etc., stuff like that. I know we have taken a break for the last few weeks, I guess,
Yes.
but we're back in business. And as you can see, we're earlier in the day, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on
Woo-hoo.
Blog Talk Radio. Our website is
smc.io.
which of course stands for Stone Mountain Consultants. And then let's see what else. Our Facebook page. On that website is, of course, on the main page is links to our Facebook page, Twitter page, Google Plus, YouTube. The handy thing about YouTube is if you do, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then once we upload this show to YouTube, you'll automatically be usually emailed that we uploaded a video, and then of course you can watch it or listen to it, I should say, pretty much at any time, which is convenient.
At your leisure.
Exactly. Our call-in number is let's see if I can remember it, probably not, 818-739-8894.
That's right. You remembered.
Wow. So there's our intro. We usually take calls during the second half of the show. But if you've got a breaking news story, come on in.
Okay.
Let's see what else. So, I guess since we've been out of the loop, or well, we really haven't been out of the loop, but we've been not on the air, or through the waves, or through the internet wires.
Yeah.
Anyway, of course, probably the biggest news, if you were paying attention and if you really knew what was going on, was, of course, all of the
NSA stuff. That's the biggest thing.
Right, how the government is not just spying on you and your brother and your neighbor and everybody else, but they're also spying on other countries as well. I know it's gotten, I think it's Brazil upset, Germany, and what was the other country? But they, on the surface, said, "Oh my God, it's so bad." But then they said, "No, we understand you need it because of tariffs." So,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the biggest story. How companies such as Microsoft, which of course owns Skype, but actually all the big companies, Apple,
Google,
yep, and who else?
Microsoft, Apple, and Google are pretty much the largest organizations on
Right. I think Yahoo.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think Yahoo might be fighting it, but anyhow,
Maybe on the outside.
has actually given and allowed the government access to their networks, even secured networks. So if you were doing a secure connection through Skype or whatever, it didn't matter. The United States government had access to it, and it didn't really matter. So there's that, and of course, what I don't understand is, of course, Microsoft and even Google has come out and said, "Oh no, we don't give anything to the government, no," and then they ask the government permission to release information. Sure, that makes sense. Asking the government to release permission, which obviously proves that they were releasing information, and whatever they release has been censored by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing, and they're stupid.
Very. Now, there are, and we can talk about this later, but there are services out there that
we've talked about them a little bit, but we can go a little more in detail.
How you can get around this. The companies claim that their encryption is unhackable and they don't release information to the government. But who knows?
Mm-hmm.
If big company like Microsoft is letting the government in, what would stop a small two-man shop from letting the government in?
Exactly.
I mean, if all the big companies would have the more power to fight it. So, but, this shouldn't really have come to a surprise because in reality, there's Echelon, which was years ago, but NSA and basically the government isn't just tapping into these networks. They actually have locations around the world, but there actually has you can call it like a filter on the network pipes that run through the world.
Yep.
So as that information gets sent from one location to another, they intercept it. So it doesn't really matter where you are in the world, and that's how they're tapping into other countries as well. But again, it's not like there's like a 700-pound fat man who hasn't shaved and bathed in 3 years, listening in on your stuff, going, oh yeah.
That's a computer.
It's just the computer that's housing the data, specifically metadata. And then when they specifically might be looking for something, and usually that data is dropped off after X amount of time, the whistleblower, whistleblower, Snowden said, I think it's 3 months right now, that data is lost, dropped off because there's just so much data. However, they are expanding that to hopefully unlimited
in
storage.
Utah.
In Utah, that's where they are building their new data center. But, however, if there's some information that they know they want in there, that information is kept forever.
And ever.
And ever.
Ever.
So this broadcast is not just being stored on Blog Talk server. So I guess, it's being recorded and the metadata is stored at NSA servers.
Yeah.
So I guess if here's a call to anybody: do not need a buy backup service. If you lose data, just call the NSA, call the government, ask them if they can pull your data. Actually, no, tell them you need your data. Don't ask them because it's your data and it's your government.
Yeah.
And
or the people buy the people.
Send it to you on a flash drive or a DVD, something like that.
Well, they got so much money, they could probably just hand deliver a couple hard drives already restored for you.
That they could.
And it's armed. It's an armed escort too, because all NSA agents are armed. Because national security needs to be shot.
This is true. Now, other than that, people have hopefully seen, and by the way, on our website, smc.io, there is a show tab where you can click on that and then click on the show notes for today's show, and then you can click on the links for the articles that we referenced. So we're not just pulling them out of our butt. People have seen it, WashingtonPost.com has released the slides, or at least some of the slides about PRISM.
Mm-hmm.
And, it does talk about, it talks about the companies, so it's Microsoft, Yahoo, Google, Facebook, Paltalk. Paltalk is a large international forum or chat forum. A lot of Middle Eastern folks use that. AOL, Skype, YouTube, which of course is Google, and Apple. With the noted, asterisk that these companies all say they don't do it. But it also talks about, this is actually a very detailed slides, how it shows how they store the information and what the tasking process is on data that's stored and when they request data and who requests it and stuff like that. But again, content type would be instant messaging, real-time notification of an email event, such as a login or a sent message, real-time notification of a chat login when you log out, of course, email, VoIP, which is a voice over IP, like Skype or RingCentral or Vonage, basically anything related to photos, videos, and stuff like that. So that's the type of content that they're storing. So I guess there's a copy of what Google has on backup. Cool. Yeah. But anyway, so those are very detailed, and it, like I said, talks about how Microsoft, Google, and all those is sending that information to the government, and how the dates when the collection began for each provider. For example, Microsoft was the first one back in September of 2007, then Yahoo, Google, Facebook, Paltalk, YouTube, Skype, AOL, and then actually Apple was the last one added only last year, October 2012. So I guess Apple was one of the last ones to join. Maybe that was after,
Steve Jobs.
Speculation. Maybe Steve Jobs was against that, and when he died.
Yeah, died by natural causes. Actually,
when did he die?
It was right before the WinHEC or whatever, not WinHEC, their conference, because they had a seat.
Well, I'm doing an NSA lookup.
Ooh.
Actually, no, he died a year before, October 5th, 2011. And according to this slide, they joined October 2012. Although, think about it, setting up the infrastructure to pass that information over to the government
took many years.
Probably took a while. I mean, it's not the flip of a switch. So.
Yeah.
I wonder.
You can't trust these government types as far as you can throw them. And most of them are unthrowable because they probably are that.
Great. Well, on that note, we'll be right back after our first break. When we come back, we will talk about our topic, which we've already kind of alluded to, which is government spying and what you can do to stop it. So we'll be right back.
Okay, bagel? Check. Coffee? Oh yeah, check. Hey, did the Sox win last night? Let's see. Oh, come on. This thing is so slow. This is just ridiculous.
Tired of your computer wasting your valuable time? Then it's time to get it tamed from the Stone Mountain Consultants. They can remote right in and get it up to speed. Call them at 276-664-1476 or visit their website at smc.io.
My problem is I've got my pointer in the middle of the screen and I need to move it to the left, but my mouse is over on the left-hand side of the pad. And if I go any further to the left, it's going to go off the pad. Anyway, if you could give me a call, I'd appreciate it. I'll wait until I hear from you.
some people just can't be helped. For everybody else, here's the Computer Tamers.
Hello?
Your computer running slow? Or maybe you just need a newfangled Windows 7 upgrade. Trust your most important piece of hardware to the software experts at the Computer Tamer. They can even remote into your machine to get it up to speed by removing dangerous viruses and malware. That saves you time, gas, and maybe even your sanity. Get in touch with the Computer Tamers today to discuss customizing a happy computing healthcare solution to meet your own unique needs.
How exactly would I do that?
Log on to thecomputertamers.com.
And .com stands for what again?
The Computer Tamers.
It's a digital world.
We make it easy.
Welcome back to the Tech Club Roundtable.
Yeah, I'm Jason. And
I'm still Mish.
Well, before the break, we were talking about the NSA listening in. I guess that's really a bad word for it. It's not really listening in. Storing data.
Storing everything you say. In a sense, listening in for future reference, because it's actually worse than listening into what you're doing right now, because later on, this is I mentioned this I don't know, a while back, is that something may be considered illegal later on that isn't illegal now, and they have that information that you say you did something. Say, walking down the street wearing Google glasses is illegal. Well, it's not. Then later on, they have video of you walking down the street, but it was before it was illegal, so it's like, oh, you arrest him. He did something illegal. Because they don't care. So it's listening in and recording. More like recording.
Storing the data.
Everything is yours. But there was a couple news articles. Well, kind of. This one was from the Register. Now you can be the NSA. Snoop on a Google Glass hipster with a QR code. Point and O poop. A security flaw discovered in Google Glasses ultimately allows miscreants to eavesdrop on the wearer's wireless internet connection using just a QR code. Mobile security firm Lockout discovered that the Techno goggles automatically process the QR code present anywhere in photographs captured on a built-in camera. The barcode-like images could be designed instruct the glass hardware to connect to the rogue Wi-Fi network, and then snoops on the connection made by the connection and tell its browser to visit malicious website and exploit any other security holes in the gadget's Android operating system. So you're walking down the street and you're doing bad things. Good times.
One thing that I thought was odd about Google Glass is of all the technology raves and all that, a lot of government officials were, "Ooh, I'm using them. They're awesome and stuff like that."
Mm-hmm.
Never seen any technology gadgets out there that, when the iPhone came out, you didn't see they showed pictures of folks in White House using them. I didn't see them using the iPhone. Of course, they do, but they weren't showing, I'm using the iPhone. All of a sudden, it's Google Glasses.
Yeah, most government types can barely set a clock on a VCR. So, that's an old reference. As VCR is a video cassette recorder. Back in the 80s and 90s, that's how we recorded stuff. Betamax was better, though.
Right, and then Microsoft as your primary cloud provider, and it could happen. Microsoft's recent longer-term transitions point to one thing, repositioning it to become your business, personal, and perhaps only cloud provider. So, of course, they do see the writing on the wall where more and more folks are moving to tablets and phones and stuff like that in the cloud. Desktop operating systems, except for businesses, are definitely dropping off. Sales of computers have tanked.
Yeah.
Even businesses are still needing computers, but however, as the cloud becomes more prevalent and more services become available in the cloud, you're going to see people moving to the cloud. So the article is out there. It's sort of almost an editorial, but it's something I've seen as well. Even the Google with their Chromebook, which is their simple computer that runs Chrome, which is pretty much there's the Chrome operating system, and then there's Chrome, the browser. But the Chrome operating system is basically Chrome, the browser.
Mm-hmm.
So there is the reason I don't recommend the Chromebook is because you do have to be online in order to do anything, really.
Yeah. It has some on local storage, but it's not like you can put all your music on there.
Right. You can't store music, do documents, and stuff like that. It's all web-based. Cloud. They are working on a way to make it offline in case you don't have internet, but, what if you're in an area that has spotty high broadband, or let's say your broadband goes down for a week or two after a storm.
Which does happen a lot.
Which can happen, does happen. That's why I don't necessarily like it.
Exactly. Now, one of the things about the Chromebook is that they've actually come down in price, but they're still kind of expensive for what they are. They're basically just a simplistic computer. So
I guess you can look at it as like a different type of tablet.
Yeah. Actually, it's more like a tablet in the fact that it has a very simplistic design. Everything's done through. There's no real local storage, although you can do it. It's just a tablet with a keyboard attached.
Right. Because most of the stuff on tablets are. I guess I shouldn't say that. I was going to say most of the stuff on tablets is cloud-based, but not really, because you can store your songs on there, your podcasts, your videos, and stuff like that. So I guess it's even worse than a tablet. I'd recommend a tablet over that.
And what I've learned about over the years of using the Android tablets are probably, if you wanted the most versatile platform, so Android tablet would probably be the best, because especially if you get one that has USB connections, because you can plug in a thumb drive to it, or hook it up right to it and throw your data right on it. Although it may not be able to open it, if you got an app or whatever, you can open stuff. It's storable. Whereas on Apple, you actually have to have an app that actually will open it, that actually deals with that, and then you can store stuff on it, and it's a pain in the butt because you have to go through iTunes, of course. So yeah. Let's see.
There is an Android security flaw which affects 99% of the phones, researchers say. Security researchers believe they found a major security flaw in Google's Android mobile operating system, which actually could affect up to 99% of the phones out there. Blue Box Security research firm said the flaw gave hackers a master key into the Android operating system. The problem lies in the security verification process that's been used on the Google Play application store since the release of Android 1.6. I think we're up to 4.1 now.
Yep.
Could leave up to 900 million devices open to hackers. The flaw, the firm said, is a weakness in the way that Android applications verify changes to their code, and this weakness would allow hackers to turn any legitimate application into a malicious Trojan without flagging the attention of Google's App Store. The result, researchers said, would be that anyone who breaks into an app this way would have access to the data that app collects. Of course, most apps do collect whatever's on phone, your contacts and stuff like that. It could even take over normal functioning of a phone. Google, this was a week and a half ago, Google has not come out with a comment on it yet. This problem is exacerbated by the fact that so many smartphone manufacturers use their own versions of the Android operating system, making it more difficult to, of course, get the system updates that may include security fixes out to customers. So what you're going to want to do is there is a way for you to update your Android phone or tablet. I believe it's you go into System, and then I think it's right there, System Updates.
Yes.
So you want to make sure, probably, I don't know if it does it automatically.
No, it doesn't.
So you may want to make it a habit of checking that maybe once a week, making sure you do have the latest updates for Android. And of course, Apple is an automatic thing. You will be notified when there's updates. They come out less often as Google does theirs. But anyhow, so there's that.
Let's see.
While you look that up, just really quickly, Firefox is getting into the smartphone business.
Yeah, wait.
That's
a good thing.
With the two new phones, ZTE Open and the Alcatel One Touch, running the Firefox operating system. And right now, it's only in Spain. But they're relatively cheap phones. Again, it's a free operating system, kind of like Google Android.
I'll have to put that on my iPhone.
Maybe. There is no timeline for when the phone will come to the United States. They're just focusing on emerging markets such as Spain, Poland, Colombia, Venezuela, and stuff like that, where the iPhone is too expensive.
Huh. Looking at pictures of what it looks like. It looks like the iPhone mixed with Android, but actually it looks nicer.
Yeah, it does look nice. You say the phones are practical, not flashy.
It's true. And seeing that they're Firefox, it means that they'll probably be up to version 80,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah, probably 3 versions per day.
Yeah. But at least they're actually updating. And the one thing about people don't realize about like the alternate browsers is that Firefox is probably the most caring about what is your stuff. I mean, they are adamant of security and privacy, whereas Google is, well, Google.
Right. One last thing before we go to break. Most folks may have noticed this already. Facebook's graph search is now available to all United States users.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, this is the search feature built into Facebook. And what it does is again, they've data mined all your data, your pictures, your posts, your anything on your wall, anything and everything, so folks can search for it. So you could search for, let's say, photos, like an example in the article, photos taken in San Francisco, California, of the Golden Gate Bridge. So then it's going to search the entire database for Facebook for any photographs of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. I used it once, and it did work, actually. It was, in a way, kind of neat, the way it was, but technologically speaking, it was kind of neat in how it was able to search all that data. But again, all your data is now searchable, heck of a lot easier than before. Also, as a side note, hashtags are available on Facebook now, like Twitter. So you could hashtag things and search via that way as well.
That's cool. So we're going to take a break right now, and we'll be right back.
Do you have a small business? Do you have a hobby that you want to share with others? You need your own website. It's not as complicated as you think. A website is much, much more than having a simple Facebook page. You don't own or control what you post on Facebook. Did you know that? With your own website, you control and maintain your own content. It's all yours. We here at Stone Mountain Consultants can help you from the start in creating your own space on the information superhighway. We can help you create your own domain, start up your website. We can even help you maintain it. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. Again, that's 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. We'll be more than happy to help.
Email is critical for business. In fact, it's revolutionized the way we conduct business. But when it's not working or optimized, it causes major problems. Did you know that 1/3 of in-house email outages last more than 24 hours? Many businesses say sales numbers are impacted after only 1 hour without email. And today's workforces are more virtual than ever, requiring instant access to email, up-to-date calendars, contacts, and tasks from anywhere at any time. But not all email is worth your time. It's estimated that more than 80% of email is spam. So the question is, are you managing your email, or is your email managing you?
Call the Computer Tamers at 860-456-1310 or visit thecomputertamers.com.
If you're looking for a change, you might try another place, 'cause the candidates you're looking at are basically the same. There's one on the left and one on the right, only difference the direction they are facing when they lie. It's a great big game and you are the pawn, willing contender when you choose to play along. Well, don't be fooled, don't be forced to choose between two men that are controlled by the same machine. It's the same old story, truly it is. Another cast of characters pretend to give a shit about you and me or whoever votes. Their end game is obviously not what we were told. They want war and destruction, mass death and more. They'll call the population, taking vaccines door to door. A little poison in your water, a little poison in your food. But don't you worry, they said it's good for you. Whoa, 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 It's a brave new world that they're planning for. Transhumanist agendas, their drugs and wars. You're serious now, if you speak out. They'll try to keep you quiet so their plans will all work out. Don't talk out of turn, don't question, don't think. The TSA come in to bomb test your train. So just sit back, there's nothing you can do. Rest assured, 'cause they know what's best for you. Whoa, whoa, And the private banks will destroy our currency. We'll all use plastic cards shipped with RFID. And all the cameras are there to keep you safe. They're watching all the time. They're listening on your line. They've always got an eye on you, just in case. Now when November rolls around, just keep this in mind. You've always got a choice, so choose to decline. To pick a lesser evil, to
And welcome back to the Tech Lunch Roundtable here. I know it is Thursday morning, but as a programming note, we have changed the time of our show to 9 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, or Eastern Time.
Yeah, that too. Every Thursday morning, after our show, you can get on with your life since you hold your life until your show's over.
Yes. I know I did. Wait. Yeah.
We were talking, of course, I'm Jason, and
I'm Mish.
Mish is here as well. Our website, we are the Stone Mountain Consultants.
Yay.
Our website is smc.io. Links there on our page for not just our show. We have show notes of all the articles we reference and any pages we reference, but also to Facebook and Twitter and Google and YouTube.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 818-739-8894 if you'd like to give us a call. Let's see. I did post on our page how Microsoft handed over access to the NSA to encrypted messages.
Oh, nice of them. They're so nice.
Yep, the company did work with FBI this year to allow the NSA easier access via PRISM to its cloud storage service SkyDrive, which actually has over 250,000 users now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Good time.
Yeah. I just figured I'd fill up their hard drive space with yeah. What else? So, yeah. There are services such as Silent Circle.
Is it like Silent Surface? That was an old game. It was really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I was a submarine. I crashed a lot.
Oh. Do you have seamen?
Yes. Submarine seamen.
Silent Circle is a global encrypted communication service. It is a monthly service that you purchase. It will encrypt your data, whether it's on your smartphone or on your computer. Now, according to the CEO, he boasts that all the world's supercomputers put together 44 years to break their encryption of one message.
Huh.
Okay, I heard a beep.
That was my computer, sorry.
Now, again, I don't know if it's definitely encrypted and secure from people hacking into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Seems like a perfect opportunity for, the people who would go for this would be the folks who really want it. So it's kind of like what they call a honeypot.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how true this is. There's another one called Seecrypt, S-E-E, Seecrypt.
Is it like Sequest? DSC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. Shut up.
Now, what's different with Seecrypt is...
Ooh, Seacrest. Ryan there?
Yeah.
I'm a nerd.
Now, what they're using providers overseas.
Cool.
So, of course, any company overseas is not need to adhere to they're not under government
This is true.
plan.
Yeah.
But, like I had mentioned before, the government does have these filters, if you want to call them that, installed in all of the underground fiber optics and all that. So it really doesn't matter where it is in the world. Startpage, its sister engine, lxquick.com, startpage.com, does provide a private portal to Google Results. They are located in the Netherlands. So again, they're not, and they do say that they've never participated in PRISM nor shared Americans' data. I would actually probably believe Startpage more than I know more about Starpage than I know about like Silent Circle and Secrypt. So
I agreed. Plus, also the seeing that the Starpage, IXQuick, DuckDuckGo, they're all mostly how to say liberty-loving people. They're especially Starpage and IXQuick. They were started by people that actually didn't like the government snooping on what people do and how that there's a massive data thing. So they're like, no, we can do better, and poop you all.
Poop you all.
Exactly.
There is. Trying to find. I thought it was in that same article.
Mm-hmm.
But there is maybe you know what it is. As far as instant messaging goes, there is a instant messaging service for the computer, and I think for your iPhone and all. Whoops.
There goes your documents. Oh, and bye-bye. Hard drive.
That's encrypted. I'm trying to remember what it is. There's
a couple different ones. Blah, 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 blah. There's Chat Secure. I don't know if that one's on. It says it's encrypted IM for iOS devices. Off the record messaging.
Yeah.
Text Secure, SureSpot, Giverbot.
There was one. Actually, we covered it. Ooh.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Monkey butt. No, we did a.
The red butt. Yeah.
Last show before we took a break, there's a website called Prism, PRISM -break.org.
Yep.
That has a whole poop load of alternative programs and stuff. And it tells you what they do and what they don't. For example, the Tor browser, which is an encrypted anonymous browsing through the Tor network.
Tor!
Web searching, DuckDuckGo, as Mish mentioned, Starpage, stuff like that. But Pigeon, that's what it is.
Oh, Pigeon, okay, yeah.
But there's others as well. Like Text Secure, Giverbot, there's video conferencing and VoIP.
Mm-hmm.
Social networking. Mish wanted to find out Pump.io. Cloud storage. Document collaboration, like Google Docs. There's a whole poop load of stuff. So I will actually put that in today's show notes as well.
Actually, I've been going back to it to see because there's stuff here that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, there's a whole poop load of poop.
And there's some other things here, like what was it? The one I'm going to play around with is it talks about DNS. Well, DNS we've talked about before is that's the domain name service that's out there. That when you type in Google.com or whatever, it goes to those servers. Well, there's one called Namecoin, which is based on Bitcoin technology. So I want to play with that and see if that works well, because that would be awesome if there was more of an open source DNS instead of using Google, because then you're not
right. But on other notes, let's see here. Microsoft, there's a preview out for Windows 8.1.
Yeah.
Which does bring back the Start menu.
Yay! You had to get a special thing, which was called Classic
Shell.
There's
another one, too, but yeah, they brought back the Start menu, but it wasn't really fully working.
Yeah.
The preview version was available to developers and anyone interested in installing it. The version for regular consumers will come out later this year. I don't believe there's any charge to it. There shouldn't be. Yes, Google Maps has been redesigned.
Yay! Again.
don't. It's okay. I mean, the other one will work, but hey, whatever.
Yeah. Actually, Google Maps is great and all that kind of stuff, but the problem with Google Maps, and actually even Bing Maps and all the map things, is that you can't download a map. Like, you can't print out, 17 by 80, a large format map. If you wanted to, say you wanted to print out a town, you have all your pins in, you wanted to print that out, you can't. They're jerks.
Right.
It's like, it's a simple thing. It's not like it's going to cost any money to print out this map. It's your dime, so they can't add that in. What a bunch of jerks. That's why, programs like Delorme, I think Garmin has one. I think Streets and Trips does a lot too. But it basically allows you to make your own maps. So you can actually print out a giant map, which is cool. Anyways.
Plus, I like Bing Maps for Street View. Seems to be not Street View.
Aerial.
Bird's eye.
Yep.
It's a lot closer than Google. But Google Street View is better than Bing Maps.
Yeah, figure that one out.
Figure that one out. The Ooey Pooey, Ua Gua, Dua. It's a Android game console for $99.
Yes.
Which is, of course, compete against these $500 game consoles like the PS89 and the Xbox Zero.
I know. We're going backwards. Yay.
Folks have reviewed it. They say it's obviously not. It's not even in the same planet as the bigger ones, but it is more of a simple one. It's basically playing a game on your Android phone.
Yeah.
To your TV. So.
Heck, if they can make it work with a PS2 games, I'm good.
Well, the publishers like Square Enix and Sega have started porting over some of their franchises.
Cool.
Sonic and Final Fantasy.
Woo! I didn't like Final Fantasy.
Most games will fall between $5 and $20.
Yeah. It's an Android thing, but if they put the right kind of hardware in it and that kind of stuff. Oh, that's so cute. Their controller, it says the name OUYA as their buttons. That's so cute.
Okay, let's see.
I like how there's a screenshot of one in the settings. It says, "Yep, unmistakably Android," because it looks exactly like Android.
Right.
Actually, it looks like they do have a couple of some Xbox games. This is an old one. The Bard's Tale. I see that. Bomb Squad. Don't know that one. Final Fantasy looks like 3 or 4. It's hard to tell. That's kind of cool. I mean, any retro gamer would probably like that, which I am, and that means that heck with you, Xbox One and PS.
Well, there you go, $99.
Works for me.
OUYA.TV.
Yeah, and it looks like a pepper shaker.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, cool. And it's wireless, apparently, this controller.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's going to be great for my health. Anyways, so I think that's it for this week's show, unless Jason has something else to interject into the stream of consciousness. Sure, why not?
Negative, I do not. So
we
check
are.
back with us next week again at 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Woohoo! See you, bye.